It's quite difficult to draw illustrations that hold hands. Many people think so. In this video, I will explain the tips for drawing the holding hand. First of all, if you want to know how to draw basic hand poses, please check a video about it because I made it before. If you know the basic way to draw hands, it will be easier to draw the holding hand too. Let's take a look at the content. When drawing such complicated illustrations, first draw rough sketches of the whole. When trying to draw from the details, it often becomes unbalanced along the way. Therefore, please draw rough illustrations with an emphasis on balance. The key points when drawing hands are the hand holding or being held. Draw the gripped hand first, then cover the gripping hand. At this time, let's erase the covered lines. Men's hands are light compared to women's, so draw more muscle lines. When couples hold hands, there are also differences between male and female hands. Men's hands are often larger than women's hands, and the holding hands are often male. On the other hand, women's hands are small and often held. I'm drawing this illustration using a digital drawing tool, so even if the poses of hands become unbalanced, I use a lasso tool to transform the shape and scale it without erasing everything. If you are also using a digital drawing tool, the lasso tool is useful, so please use it for convenience. I mentioned earlier that men hold hands and women are held, but this illustration is the opposite. The woman holds a hand, on the other hand, the man's hand is held. I had a hard time balancing these hand poses. It is a point when drawing the wrist, but there is a bone that sticks out on the wrist. So when you draw a wrist, don't forget to draw this slightly bulging bone. Now, let's add color to the illustration. The holding one is blue, and the one being held is pink. Please note that the hands are not color-coded by men and women. Now, from here, I will draw various poses of the holding hand while referring to the way of holding the hands explained earlier. First of all, I will draw a rough sketch. I'm drawing without worrying about the details, so I think some poses are difficult to understand. However, it is most important to consider the overall balance. So, first, think about whether the hands are too big or too small. After drawing the rough sketch, the next step is to draw the details with line art. If you are a beginner to draw illustrations, I recommend that you make a second draft. If you are not accustomed to drawing illustrations at first, you may get out of balance at the line art stage. This time, I'm practicing poses, so I'm drawing a line art on the second layer. However, when I draw an illustration seriously, I sometimes make two drafts and draw a line art on the third. It may seem like a lot of work, but if you don't get used to drawing, the more time and effort you spend, the better your illustrations will be. At first glance, the illustration I'm drawing now looks complicated. However, it's surprisingly easy to draw if you think and draw each hand separately. In such moving poses, please be aware of the smoothness. The more curved the pose, the more realistic it becomes. For the time being, the illustrations I'm drawing this time are posted on the blog and Pinterest, so if you want to refer to them, please check the URL in the explanation column of Animembo. This time, I have explained the various holding hands, but there's another video that explains how to draw couples' hands. If you are interested in it, please check that video too. Thank you for watching this video. If this video is interesting, please push your like button. Also, if you ask questions in the comment section, it will be answered as soon as possible. Depending on the content, I may post new videos for answering your doubts and comments. So please subscribe to Animembo and set notifications for this. There are many people who watch the videos and don't register. So I will be very happy if you help me to grow. See you again in the next video.